Yesterday, when we asked what you wanted for Crypto Espresso, viewer Rafael Gonzalez commented, "Make the news longer." Well, the news gods heard your plea because this is probably the longest, biggest Crypto Espresso that we've ever done. That's right, I'm your host Andrew, and this is Crypto Espresso, your not so teeny tiny daily shot of caffeinated crypto headlines. Okay, sip slowly, pace yourself, maybe drink some water in between. This is not a race. First up, Michael Saylor is stepping down as CEO of MicroStrategy after 33 years. But the Bitcoin evangelist isn't going that far. He'll be the company's executive chairman instead. It's hoped the newly created role will give Saylor a chance to focus more of his energy on Bitcoin. MicroStrategy first invested in Bitcoin 2 years ago, and it's fair to say that Saylor's been more focused on championing crypto than his own company's products. The move could be interpreted as a vote of confidence in MicroStrategy's aggressive goal to acquire as much Bitcoin as possible, despite the fact that the value of its 130,000 Bitcoin reserve has fallen by roughly $5 billion in 8 months. The crypto industry is reeling after a spate of fresh attacks, with the Nomad bridge being hacked for a whopping $190 million. It's an attack that's been described as a free-for-all, with funds gradually drained in small increments over several hours. Paradigm researcher at Sam CZ Sun described the Nomad incident as one of the most chaotic hacks that Web3 has ever seen. Elliptic believes over 40 attackers utilized a code error that allowed them to spoof transactions. This means that more than $1 billion has been stolen through bridge exploits so far this year, and North Korea has been linked to several of them. The Nomad exploit is likely to raise questions around the security of bridges once again, Elliptic says. More hacking news, as thousands of Solana wallets have been drained in a new attack, and some estimates suggest up to $8 million has been stolen so far. According to the blockchain intelligence firm Elliptic, almost 8,000 wallets have been affected, with Sol, a small number of NFTs, and over 300 Solana-based tokens also taken. The exact cause of this exploit remains unknown, but analysts believe that a flaw in wallet software may be to blame rather than issues with the Solana blockchain itself. Solana has urged affected users to complete a survey as engineers continue to investigate the root cause. An official tweet urged investors to use hardware wallets and said drained wallets, quote, should be treated as compromised and abandoned, unquote. Robinhood has been dealt a double blow, with the company unveiling plans to lay off hundreds of staff in the wake of a $30 million fine. New York's Department of Financial Services said the penalty was being imposed on Robinhood's crypto division for significant anti-money laundering, cybersecurity, and consumer protection violations. An investigation revealed that Robinhood Crypto's AML program was inadequately staffed and its transaction monitoring system had significant deficiencies. In separate developments, Robinhood's CEO has told his workforce that the company is planning to reduce its headcount by 23%. Vlad Tenev admitted that an earlier reduction of 9% of Robinhood's staff did not go far enough. Kim Kardashian is fighting back after being accused of misleading customers in Instagram posts about Ethereum Max. The influencer and reality TV star is calling on a California court to dismiss a lawsuit that's been brought by Emax investors. It's been alleged that Kim K's promotion of Ethereum Max was part of a scheme to artificially increase the token's price, but her lawyers said, crucially, no named plaintiff alleges that they in fact viewed either Instagram post before purchasing tokens during the relevant time period. Kim K's lawyers added that the plaintiffs cannot prove that she was actually compensated in Emax tokens or whether she had bought or sold this cryptocurrency during this time. And finally, things are looking pretty Gucci for ApeCoin because, well, Gucci is about to start accepting ApeCoin. In a new press release, BitPay said Gucci would become the first retailer to accept Ape, with support for Eurocoin, the sister stablecoin of USDC, also in the pipeline. Now, 70% of Gucci's directly operated stores in America accept payment in 10 different cryptocurrencies, with remaining shops set to be ready by the first week of August. BitPay's CEO, Stephen Pear, said, "We added ApeCoin and Eurocoin because customers of our luxury merchant partners asked for it. They asked, and we delivered." Why, that's just like Crypto Espresso. We really want to hear from our viewers, so give us feedback in those comments below and we'll do our best to deliver it up on a silver platter. How do you like that segue? While you're milling about in those comments though, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click on that little bell icon to get buzzed whenever whenever a new Crypto Espresso video goes live. Also milling about in our description is Alex. Ask Alex in that description below for more info on today's headlines or crypto in general. Alex is also a precious goblet of knowledge when it comes to Web3 and that kooky metaverse thing that Mark Zuckerberg wants to make happen. And woof, that does it for today's XXL episode of Crypto Espresso. Apologies if you have trouble sleeping tonight. That was a lot of caffeine. Again, I've been your host, Andrew. These have been your news headlines, and we'll see ya tomorrow.